Hey everyone, what is up? James here, and we're back doing another video. Today I'm doing a speed art of an earthworm. It's a level 2 earthworm. And for people who already follow Shard, we know that we have a 1 shard earthworm and we have the 3 shard earthworm, the Krusk, the OG original earthworm from Lycanite's mobs that's been translated over to Shard TCG. Now we have the missing link. Okay guys, this is our 2 shard earthworm, so now we have a 1-2-3 combo. You could start building an earthworm based deck, or just go in pure worm deck or a pure earth deck, and like just incorporating these ones. I think you're gonna like the effect of this guy as well as his stats, which will be revealed at the end of the video. We're gonna have the completed card. It's gonna look all shiny and new. It's gonna be really nice. Only issue though, I don't have a name for this earthworm, so I need you guys in the comment sections right now coming up with some good names. I was looking up all sorts, and tell you what, I was just drawing a blank. I need a cool name for this guy, something that ties into being an earthworm would be nice, but just a fierce sounding name in general would be pretty good. So if anybody's got any good ideas, don't forget to put them in the comment section below. I'll greatly appreciate it, and we'll get that name put on. Right now you can see this card on the Shard TCG website. Currently it is called Name My Worm, but that might change by the time you get to it, depending on the time that you've watched this video. So be sure to get there quick and put in your suggestions, because I'd hate to miss out on some good ideas. Any ideas that don't get used today, I might keep in a little file somewhere, so I can always come back if I think those names are cool sounding and I want to use them on other creatures and other projects. So I'll appreciate anything that gets posted. Thank you very much. And I'd just like to say, because we are entering the winter months now, I would expect myself to be doing a lot more drawing. So in the near future, expect to see more shard cards, because I'm not out anymore. It's too cold. I just want to be wrapped up inside on my days off, and I'll probably be drawing the odd card every now and then. So I think on the project we've got a few more worms to do. I'm trying to think what's missing right now. We've got a couple of insects to do still. We've got a couple of slimes to do. We've got a couple of dragons to do. There's about 2 or 3 from each section, I think, that still need some. Barring the complete ones, which would be the reptiles. Were plants complete? Plants may be complete. I'm not looking at a proper list right now. I'm literally just looking on the site and seeing where the blank bits are. So yeah, probably before the end of the year, I would expect to have a couple of those dragons complete. You know, we'll be seeing the Nidhogg and what was the other dragon? Oh, the cockatrice. Yeah, that would be quite good. I could see myself drawing the cockatrice sometime soon. Oh, the Djinn hasn't been uploaded onto this site. Well, I'll get that uploaded. What else are we missing? It's a lot of spells. I've got a lot of spells to draw. We've got, oh god, synaptic backlash. I don't even know what picture I would have for that. Terrifier, I know what it's going to be for that. It's going to be like cool blue flame thing. It's going to be awesome. Ruptured ending, acid pool, sea of souls, mulching truncheon. There's some great names here that some of you guys have suggested as well. Ectoplasmic deluge, I think that was Richard's. Diamond storm, that's a Digimon reference if anybody ever picked up on that one. Bloodstone, oh yeah, I think that's a combination of earth and Fae, isn't it? Yeah, so that one's a bit different. Like, there's some fun ideas to work with. I can see Bloodstone working. Succumb to Madness can definitely do some fun art with that, with, you know, some terrified faces or something along those lines. There are just a few where I'm drawing a blank on what I can add to it visually along with the name, where in set 1 it was really a lot of what I can do visually and then trying to name them. It's a little bit in reverse for set 2, and it is a bit problematic because sometimes making that connection can be quite tough. So a lot of the times I have been avoiding doing the magic cards right now because the creatures are just simpler to do. They're just their names, and it tells you earthworm, I know to do a giant earthworm. Of course, this earthworm's looking quite draconic right now, which I think is a fun combination, but it's not too out of the realms of the worms, as we've already had previous worms with eyes and mouth and things like that. So it just came out that way, and I think it's a nice little adjustment to worms. You know, you don't want all your worms to look the same, and I think this guy, he's got some character to him. You know, he's got like a cool scar across his eye, and he's got that very mean look, which I think that really ties in with his effect, which I suppose I'll cover at this point as we're progressing through the video. But like I say, we're going to be able to see the full art card at the end of the video. By the way, if you do watch to the end of the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already, because I really do appreciate it. It helps out the channel. It helps people find and discover Shard just like you have, and it just brings more of the community together, which is fantastic. You know, we're getting nice full comment sections and people talking with each other and me eavesdropping in on those conversations, you know, as I do. So I really appreciate it. It makes my day, and you're making somebody else's day as well when you're interacting and commenting that way. And I think it's really nice to have such good people following this channel. I really do appreciate it, and I just want to say thank you so much. So yes, the effect of the Name My Worm card right now is called Rage Shield. If you'd like to take a guess before I reveal what Rage Shield does, then put it in the comments section. We might be able to see how close you got to the concept just based off the name. And if you haven't guessed it right, I still might take those ideas and use them in future Shard cards. So some things just aren't wasted. Even if it isn't necessarily correct today, it could be perfect for something else later on. Now, Rage Shield makes a lot more sense when you see the card in full, which you will at the end of the video. But here is how it reads out. Target an allied creature that has a shield. Target an opponent. Destroy the allied creature. Inflict 2 earth damage to the target opponent for each shield the destroyed creature had. So if you destroy an allied creature on the field using this worm card, then you can inflict 2 damage to your opponent for every shield that was on that creature. So if you had a creature there with, say, 3 shields on, which is quite defensive, it's quite a good unit that you probably don't want to get rid of, but that effect means you're hitting them for 6 direct damage. That could be a game-winning move right there. So I think it's a fun little concept. It reinforces earth creatures as well as defensive units. The thing is with earth creatures is they don't have very high attacks. They have high shielding and decent health usually. So getting your earth creature to have a high attack and actually be able to take your opponent on can be quite difficult. This effect means that you can play your earth creatures to your strengths. The earth creature does not have to move out of its defensive position. It does not have to make itself vulnerable. If you have a few of these guys in your deck, then they can just be chipping away at your own earth creatures in order to progress your game to that winning status, that finish line, that victory right at the end of your Shard TCG game. So just a little bit of information just so you understand where I'm at right now. I do apologize that I know the channel hasn't been as consistent as it used to be, but I really hope, you know, people will just stick by me. We'll get over this like bumpy stage. We'll get things back to being like neat and clean. I want to deliver quality content, so right now I want to make sure that it's only very good videos coming out and not just posting anything. Though I do enjoy a couple of those YouTube shorts, so I might throw in a couple of goofs every now and then just to keep the channel a bit more, more active. But I still want it to be delivering something that people will either be entertained by or educated by. If it's a bit of both, even better. But that is my goal for the channel. I want to make sure that people are getting something out of it and I'm not just making them watch any old rubbish. But I think that's all I have to say on it. So thank you very much for watching this video today. I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye.